Hello friends, it's Andrea. I'm back again to share a flip through of another journal that I've created. I actually finished this one a few weeks ago, but hadn't been able to film a flip through because I destroyed my old phone, which I was doing my videos on. I just happened to drop it in the right way into a parking lot, and it just cracked right where the power button was and ended up being toast. So isn't that fun? I lost all my contacts, everything. And so now I had to get a new phone, and I'm still learning the technology, so I'm a little slow on things at the moment. So this is a flip through of a journal that I've titled Medieval Messages. I've used exclusively Took's Craft Table, 3 kits of hers. The kits are called the Model Book of Calligraphy Collage Papers, and I've combined sets number 1, number 2, and number 3 in this journal, and I absolutely fell in love with them. They're so nice. Wait until you see on the inside. I'll give you a brief tour of the cover here. This super cool ostrich, as soon as I saw him, he had to be the cover image for me. I knew I was doing a long, tall journal, and he just fit perfectly. I've done a little wax stamp here with the Tree of Life, and there's some layering of dark tea stained paper, some cheesecloth, there's some burlap here, and some cotton fabric as well, and it's layered onto some Tim Holtz paper just to give it more sturdiness. The spine is my open spine construction. I absolutely love doing books this way. The spine is very flexible, but very sturdy. So it's a nice strong journal, but it allows the signatures to open up a little bit flatter. And here is the back as well. You will notice through the book I got a little excited about the gold gilding wax. So there's a lot of that, gives it that luxurious feel. The journal measures, before we get into it, the measurements are 5 inches across, approximately 11 and a half inches long, and the spine is 2.5 inches wide. So let's get right on in there. Oh, I should let you know, instead of doing a closure for the whole journal, what I've done is a closure for each separate signature. So 3 signatures have through their own closures, allowing you to expand them and contract them as you go along. Going into the first cover here, the first pocket, this is all just one collage page that I've added some flowers to, and I've created a little notebook with some gilding wax, some lace trim, and just some scraps of paper that I've torn to give them a little bit more of an aged look. A folded, beautiful piece of the calligraphy paper and some gilding there. I love that little butterfly, and it's just plain on the back, so lots of room for writing, or if you decide that you want to use it to create more collaging through the book or wherever you want to collage, you can do that. There's a nice little beehive and some more gilding wax. And on the back, it's just plain white paper. I've lined the back here with music paper that I've tea stained and then darkened a little bit as well, with aged a bit more with distress ink. So going into the first signature, each of the signatures are tied with silk ribbon. If you don't like the silk ribbon, or if you are finding that it's getting in your way or you'd rather not have it, it can be removed. It's just threaded through the 2 stitches of the middle portion of each signature. So you can pull it out, and if you have a thick darning needle and it accidentally comes out, you can by all means thread it back through. If you wanted to have a closure here, a closure here, and closure here, you can change the way that they are throughout the book, or take them out and use them for decoration and something else. But they sure feel really, really nice. Silk is always so lovely. So the front covers of each of the signatures are made out of a hanging file folder, so the dark green file folders that you would use. They're left over from a business that I used to have, and I don't need to use the filing cabinet anymore, so I didn't want them to go into the landfill. So here's part of, I love this mushroom, and I really love the way Took puts the colors together. They all look so gorgeous. Everything is perfect together. Here's a little flower and a little label that I've just added. Of course, the gilding wax, and then that just flips out. This is an envelope, and I've added a little thumb hole here and tucked in a gorgeous piece of the collage paper that I've gilded and aged slightly. And again, just plain on the back with a bit more of the wax, just because you can never have too much shiny things, too many shiny things. Tuck that in. And this is a really nice vanilla colored writing paper. It's a lovely paper to write on. Turning the page, on the other side, I've just done a bit of collaging with some music paper and some images left from the creation of the journal. Some children's writing paper to practice their letters. I really like this. That's an older book, and I love it. And this is some tea stained paper that I did with some doilies on it. There's a few pieces of that in here. First pocket in the journal, I tried to create it so that it didn't look like a pocket. It is reinforced with cardstock underneath. I love the way these colors go together. Inside that pocket is a little notepad with some lace trim across the top, and part of the collaging, I've just added some tea stain paper and a little tab at the top. Floral page here. A little collage here with some music paper, some darker tea stained paper, another little collage again. This is a piece of book page from the Gardener's Latin book. It just has all of the information about certain plants and then their Latin names, which is really, really cool to read. A lighter piece of tea stained paper, a couple of sheets there, and a flip out here. Lots of space for writing. You can fold out this way. Some ledger paper. This is a book from a cruise log that I happened to find at a local charity shop, and it has all of the checklists and everything to do before they leave, while they're underway, in preparation. There's their log book here as well. Here's a little flip out that's got some vintage lace trim here. Beautiful tiny vintage lace trim and a gorgeous bright red flower. And on the other side, I've just attached it with some washi tape, and this is all backed with tea stain paper. Really got a really good dark color there. I really like this, the way this set came out, and a cute little flower just to pop some color. This is the center of the first signature. So in this first pocket, another piece of the gorgeous collaging paper, which somehow missed my gold. Don't know how that happened. Maybe I thought we needed a break from gold. I'm not sure. And then this fun little rooster I've just put onto a piece of cardstock again and put some tea stain paper and a few of the words that were in the calligraphy kit. Three-hole paper. There's the other side of that cruise log. There's the pre-departure checklist, things to keep track of. Here I've done another flip out. Some tea stained paper, some lighter tea stained paper, and a mandolin. There's that beautiful botanical book again, and just some collaging on this side, and the flowers I've added just to, again, pop some color. There's that nice vanilla writing paper, and here's the back of the first signature. Here, look at that image. Tuck did such a gorgeous job with putting these together. The color combinations, everything is beautiful. The calligraphy is amazing. I absolutely loved working with this. And the good thing about using collage papers is that it looks like you've done a lot more work than you have, really. A lot of the putting together, the bringing together of images is already done for you. So thank you for that, Tuck. And here's going into the second signature. Untie that. If my cat was here, he would absolutely be playing with these ribbons. Actually, I have to admit he was playing with them earlier. I tried to do a flip through and he decided he was going to put a stop to that so I could pet him. He's a real stinker. He's sleeping behind me now. Love this castle image. A little flower and a tiny little label here. There's some more of that gorgeous vanilla paper, some ledger paper, and pocket, and another piece of that amazing collage paper. Some more ledger paper, really fun black doily. I don't see them in colors other than white very much, and I ended up purchasing a bunch of craft supplies from a woman who was clearing out her stock. She just was not doing scrapbooking or paperwork anymore, and that was in one of the envelopes. I was so excited. Love this little dog. He is the grumpiest little dog. I don't know. Someone told him no, I think, and this is his response. It's just the funniest little image. I just adore him. And again, just another flip out. He really should have been given the treat, I think. Another piece of doily tea stained paper. This is a beautiful image of a stag. This was from a book of fables, and I really loved this image. I thought it was perfect for this particular book. Here's the center of the second signature. Each of the signatures are stitched in, so with baker's twine here, and I've tied bows in each of the, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'll try English. How about that? The center signature is sewn with 2 bows, and then it has 1 empty space here. And then if I show you, I don't know why this is important, but I'm telling you anyways, the 2 outside signatures are tied with 2 bows on the outside, and 1 of the straight, no bows there. So these bows are on the inside, and I think I did that so that there wouldn't be too much interference in 2 of the signatures, but they actually don't interfere too much with the writing. And you can see how nicely flat open this book will lay. That's why I like doing this spine with the three thingamajiggers, I'm going to call them today. I find that it really lays nice and flat and open. And what I was going to say is I've added a little bit of glue, so they're double knotted. I've added some glue into the twine and sort of massaged it in between the fibers when I tied the double knot, and then again when I tied the bow. So they are in very securely. You're not going to accidentally pull the bow, don't worry. More tea stained paper. Here's some more of that really cool washi tape. And another little flip out with some more of that beautiful tiny vintage trim. Tea stained paper, another flip out. I just really like these, and I love these 2 together. I added these flowers here to the image just to pull across the sort of mauves and pinks that were coming into this over here, so they look really nice together. And I love that bird, so I didn't want to ruin him in any way. He's just so gorgeous. Here's another really neat image. This is from, again, another fable book, larger children's book of fables, and I just loved this image of the rooster. I don't remember what fable he was from, but he just needed to go somewhere. I've had him for a really long time, and this is the book he decided he wanted to live in. The other side of that doily, here's another little pocket with a journaling tag. And just, this is that vanilla writing paper on the back. I've torn a lot of the edges just to give as much feeling of age as I could. And another little collaged piece there. And this is the back of the second signature. And I've just added some flowers and a little label there. Good. And just give that a quick little tie. And we can move on into the last signature here. Love this sweet little orange pair of flowers. And on the inside, I absolutely love this piece. This gorgeous blue really called for these flowers for some reason. I don't know. They actually fell onto this page and I just went, yes, okay, you can stay there. Because it kind of brought this pink in and pulled it down and over. And there's another little green label here and some more gilding wax. There's that nice vanilla paper, one of my favorite floral images from all of the kits. I just love this. I love the way it looks like it's sort of cut, sliced through and tucked through the paper. It's so, so nice. And this is just a scrap piece of scrapbooking paper. That's a Tim Holtz piece, I think. Here is a little guy that makes me giggle. So this little owl, I don't know what it is about him. Well, you'll see him in a moment. This is just a little flip out here that I have created 2 pockets with. So the first pocket on top has this gorgeous little blue flower. It's almost like a forget-me-not, and just tea stained, and the vanilla paper on the back. And this guy brought me joy. He almost went on the cover too, because I thought he was just so fun. He does make me giggle. This was a window envelope, one of those envelopes that you get your bills in, so making it into something happier than a bill envelope. And here he is, an owl wearing a helmet and holding a staff. I just thought that was hilarious. You might think I'm crazy, but those are the strange things that bring me joy. And on the back side here, I've just created a little tuck pocket and lined it with some tea stain paper. And I've just added 2 little pieces of tea stain paper just to tuck in there, like so. And he needed to be viewed through this cool little window. I've also lined the inside of the back of the envelope, so when you take the tag out, if you decide not to keep it there, you actually have something interesting to look at other than the back of an envelope. And there he is. Ta-da! Peking owl. And this is a piece of that beautiful large botanical book that I have. I just love using those pages in my journals. 3-hole tea stain paper. When I tea stained this, the paper is quite old, and when I tea stained it, all of the lines just completely disappeared. This was lined paper, but all the lines are gone. So now there's no rules. You can do whatever you want on it. You don't have to stay on the lines. There's another piece of that log book and another flip out here. This beautiful image. I love the calligraphy. There's so many different styles of writing in these kits. It's just amazing. Nice little pink flower and just a collaged piece of one of the pages that was left over. There's another one of those Latin gardening books. Little tuck pocket here with a tag, a journaling card, has a little sheep or a little lamb on it, and tea stain paper on the back with just a bit of the wording, the calligraphy rather. Yes. Tea stained paper, some more of the doily stain paper. I never seem to get an amazing result. I get an adequate result with my tea stained doily stained paper, but my friend Marjorie, she does the best that I've seen so far. She does some really, really cool paper. I don't know how she does it. You'll have to tell me your secret, Marjorie. I have a feeling it's let them dry outside in the sunlight, but I don't know. You tell me. So here is a cute little pocket with a monkey. I like that little image, and there's I think a radish there as well. And here's a little hidden paper clip that has a jug or a vase on it, and that's the back of it, and the paper clip is just in between the two so it can slide off and on. And here's a wee journal that you could just tuck into your purse if you wanted to. All the beautiful collage papers. Love this red flower. And the papers are just tied in again with baker's twine, and they're just tied in sort of Midori style. So they're not secured to each other or to the book. So they slide in and out, so you can add more papers in, take them out. Once you fill this up, you can remove the pages and tuck them into a pocket and add more into here, whatever your imagination desires. And that just paper clips together. And on this side, another hidden paper clip here. and another piece of that gorgeous collage paper. I don't remember if I said this before or not, but you know, with these collage papers, you can use them for writing, or if you decide you want to tear them up and use them for collaging in your own projects, or even within your own journal here, whatever you decide, they're good for all of those things. More of that doily stained paper. Ledger paper. There's that really cool Latin book again. And I liked to include that. I'm not sure if you can see it very well, but it had some gorgeous lettering here that kind of went with the book. The idea of the calligraphy and the different writing. I thought that would go great in here. Oh, did I miss one? I skipped a little. No, I didn't. But just in case, a little collage here, some gilding, of course, and another flip out, blank there. I mean, these are great places to, you know, hide, tuck away, you know, photographs if you want, or secret messages, and hide them away. Another beautiful piece of the paper. I love, just look at that writing. It's just amazing. And I love seeing the old world writing next to this very modern writing, typing, I guess, print. It's just so neat to see the two together. A little bit of collaging here, and there's another little paper clip with a butterfly and the letter P. And there's a little fly there, I think, and a bumblebee here. Just tuck that back on. Here is the back of the third signature. The final signature has a little bit of gilding on it. And on the back, I added this beautiful flower. Just love that. Here is the final page. Again, it is lined with music paper. I love the parrot here. I love the colors. The flower here was meant to bring in the pink from this side as well. So in this pocket, there is a sweet journaling card with some beautiful white flowers. And there's that vanilla paper with some more of the calligraphy. And this is a little notebook that I've just strung some thread through, some baker's twine, and this is just stapled together, this little booklet. And in the top pocket, just another little journaling tag, plain on the back. So if you wanted to use it as a pocket or a tuck spot somewhere in the journal, you could use it as a bookmark. There we go. And there's the back, and to the front again. So thank you very much for joining me and taking a look at my Medieval Messages journal. Just to remind you again, I've used Tooks Craft Tables, the model book of calligraphy collage paper. That's a bit of a mouthful. The Model Book of Calligraphy Collage Papers, set number 1, number 2, and number 3. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate you viewing my videos and stopping by to see my work. Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome day.